everyone, welcome back again to the 80s Movie Den. So for this video, I'm going to do a repeat of the episode that I did last week. Unfortunately, like a bonehead, I was going through my videos and I deleted my table hockey video that I released. For those of you that watched it already, I really appreciate you watching it. For those of you that commented on it, I appreciate the comments and the feedback as well. I am going to repost it. I'm actually doing it all over again, but I'm going to repost the video in hopes that other viewers will be interested in it as well. For those of you that have seen it once already, I don't expect you to go back and watch it again. But I am going to post it again. But I will be posting another video as well. I have new content that I want to show as well. So I'm going to be doing another video on Saturday. So it's going to be a double header Saturday, obviously with this repeat performance, and then a brand new video as well. So yeah, it's going to be two. One repeat, one original. So for those of you that didn't watch that video that I posted last week, I recently picked up an item that is something that I had when I was a young kid, and it's something that I really enjoyed. I got it for Christmas. It was in the early 1980s. I had a couple of them growing up. I don't remember both of them, but I very vividly remember the one that I got for Christmas. It was a very popular item here in Canada, and it still is to a certain degree, but with all the technology that kids have nowadays, it's not as popular as it used to be. I'm sure that at some point maybe it'll catch on again. Kind of what goes around comes around. Kind of like with collecting sports cards and stuff. That never really went away completely, but it did hit kind of a lull or a dull zone, if you will. But card collecting, sports card collecting in general, has kind of picked up the pace again in recent years. And I have a feeling, and I hope that this will pick up the pace as well. This is a uniquely Canadian thing, but it's also very popular in the US as well. One of the first ones was built in the 40s and 50s by a man from Burlington, Ontario, actually, and I believe his last name was Monroe. Monroe was a very popular company. Eagle was a very popular company, and then Coleco got involved. They got into the game as well, and this was a really popular item, and there were a lot of different versions of it that were made. So I'm going to stop rambling on about it, and I'm going to flip the camera around and we can take a look. And there it is. So this is the table hockey from Coleco. Coleco, like I stated in my other video, was a very popular company that got into the video game market, producing the ColecoVision, but they were very good at making table hockey tables. This table in particular here is from 1972-73, and it features the New York Islanders and the Atlanta Flames. Now, those two teams were expansion teams in the 72-73 season. Usually about every fall, the table hockeys would be released just in time for Christmas shopping, but it was a go-to gift. It was a Christmas birthday gift. I think at one point when Canada was at 20 million people, their population, 12 million units of table hockey were sold. Just to put that into perspective, that's a pretty amazing thing. That's how popular it was here in Canada. Lots of households still have them, but like I said, not to the degree in which they had them years back, before the advent of modern technology. So, but these games were a lot of fun. I had a table for Christmas. I got one. I remember getting it. I don't know exactly the year, but we were at my grandparents' house opening gifts, because that's what we would do. We would bring gifts to my grandparents' house. And I remember the big the big box leaning up against the wall next to the Christmas tree and ripping it open, and it was an amazing thing. We put the game together and we started playing right away. I'll include a picture or a couple of pictures of the table that I got. I'll insert it right about now, and you can take a look at it. Yeah, that was the table that I got, the Stanley Cup table with the 21 teams, and oh, what a great time it was playing that. So this table here has the 16 teams on it. At the time, there were only 16 NHL teams. Even California had a team back then, the California Golden Seals, I believe they were called. And then the Atlanta Flames, which later moved over to Calgary. And that was the old, that white little hockey stick in that rectangle there, that was the old Vancouver Canucks logo. So, and yeah, I mean, these tables were awesome. Loads of fun, hours of fun. Like I said, Monroe and Eagle were the two brands that kind of got it started, and then Coleco joined the fray. And I bought this table off of a local seller. He is a table hockey enthusiast, a historian, a collector. He plays in a table hockey league not too far from where I live, and I will be joining that league in the fall as well. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. He has a huge collection. He has a shop just behind his house. And he collects them. He's got his own private collection. Plus he collects others. He refurbishes them and then he resells them. And that's what he did with this one here. He replaced the rods. He replaced the labels of the teams. Shined up the playing surface. He made it as good as new. This table is 7273. That is over a half a century, and the table works so well. I will be picking up another table. I won't be going down a rabbit hole with this because I just don't have the space. But this table, I will play with this table. I will use it, but it's not going to be my main table. I saw a Stiga table off. I saw it on the marketplace, and the gentleman was selling it for $50. So I will pick that table up, and that's going to be the table that I use, that I practice on. But I will, like I said, I will play on this one as well. But that Stiga table will be the one that I use the most, and I will do a video on that table as well. But anyways, this is the 1972-73 Coleco table hockey game. Let me know in the comments if you had a table like this growing up. I know many households did. And let me know what table you had and you know, what brand it was. Maybe when did you get it? Did you get it for Christmas, a birthday? And yeah, so that's video 2.0 of my Stanley Cup Coleco table hockey. I hope I don't delete this one. But anyways, this has been the 80s Movie Den. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one.